an unexpected brawl, and a decisive fumble. The Pennsylvania Classic between the Steelers and Eagles had it all, and the controversies just keep piling up. First, a scuffle between Darnell Washington and Darius Slay dominated the first quarter, featuring punches and even an unfair penalty against Pittsburgh. As if that weren't enough, Najee Harris became the center of a game-changing moment in the third quarter. These events promise to spark plenty of debate, and you can't miss a single detail of this full analysis. Don't forget to like the video, and let's dive in. The matchup between the Steelers and Eagles was everything you'd expect from a Pennsylvania Classic: physical, intense, and filled with rivalry. But things really heated up in the first quarter when Eagles cornerback Darius Slay and Steelers tight end Darnell Washington got into a scuffle. With about 5 minutes left in the quarter, Washington held Slay a bit too long, blocking him out of bounds after the whistle. Slay didn't take it lightly and retaliated with punches, all captured by a nearby fan. The most surprising part: the referee was right in front of the incident and didn't penalize Slay for his actions. Instead, Steelers wide receiver Calvin Austin III was flagged for unnecessary roughness after stepping in to defend his teammate. After the game, Austin took the situation in stride, saying he wouldn't let Washington be surrounded without intervening. If I see a bunch of Eagles players closing in on Darnell, of course I'm stepping in to help my guy. But I guess, being the strongest one there, I was the one who got flagged, Austin joked. The Steelers now need to move on from the loss to the Eagles and focus on their next challenge against the Baltimore Ravens. However, this isn't the first time this season the team has felt wronged by officiating. Just last week, after the win over the Browns, safety Deshaun Elliott also criticized the referees harshly. With 3 games remaining and the AFC North title still in play, Pittsburgh can't afford to dwell on the chaos with the Eagles. The focus now is on correcting mistakes, staying sharp, and pushing hard in the final stretch of the season. What's your take on the fight involving Darnell Washington? Was it over the top or just part of the game? Share your thoughts in the comments, and get ready, because Najee Harris's third quarter play added even more drama to the matchup. The Week 15 clash between the Steelers and Eagles turned into a nightmare for Pittsburgh, with a crucial moment coming from Najee Harris's fumble in the third quarter. With less than 6 minutes left in the period, Harris lost the ball on a play that quickly shifted the game's momentum. The Eagles capitalized on the mistake, scoring a touchdown through Jalen Hurts and extending their lead to 27-13, a score that held until the end. After the game, Harris faced the press with composure and took full responsibility. "I took my eyes off the ball," the running back admitted. "I was focused on hitting the right gap and just lost concentration." It was an honest moment of self-reflection, showing Harris's maturity in owning up to the error, especially as the Steelers have faced criticism for their lack of discipline in recent weeks. Despite the mishap, fumbling doesn't seem to be a recurring issue for Harris, and he's expected to lead the offense in the final stretch of the season. However, in that moment, the impact was undeniable. The Steelers' offense, which had shown signs of life recently, seemed flat in the fourth quarter. Aside from a touchdown by Pat Freiermuth, the unit failed to produce anything significant. Even kicker Chris Boswell had a tense moment when his field goal bounced off the post before going through. With the offense struggling, the burden fell on the defense, which couldn't hold off the Eagles enough to turn the game around. Now Pittsburgh needs to regroup quickly because the next challenge is no small task: a Saturday night showdown against the Baltimore Ravens. The silver lining? Despite the loss, the Steelers have already secured a playoff spot thanks to the Dolphins and Colts losing in Week 15. A win against the Ravens would not only clinch the AFC North title, but also set the team up for a strong playoff run. The focus now is on leaving mistakes behind and facing this pivotal moment head-on. The Steelers left this matchup with more questions than answers. Between fights, officiating errors, and Harris's crucial fumble, it's clear the team needs to make adjustments to compete in the postseason. But despite the setbacks, the playoff spot is secured, and a win against the Ravens could seal the division title. Now it's all about focus. Subscribe to the channel to follow every detail of this exciting final stretch for the Steelers.